Tonight's coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
No touch it. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side complete to Dotson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle first down.
No touch.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
No touch. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Good. Set. No touch.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, and they must like the matchups they're getting.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. To throw is Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
18. Ready? Alert. Bring it. Hawk Warrior 17.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle by N'Kobe Dean.
Well, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Okay,
now
ready?
2nd and 9.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 69, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. Go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's to the running back, Dylan Sampson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
70 Ranger, let's go. 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it, ready? Dragon 60. 70 Lions.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Sanders. That one out wide and intercepted. Inside the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all these rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd
and he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Sampson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
44-yard line.
Come on. Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now Sanders. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
18, Rattler, 18, 76, Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Get it. 19. Come 19. Come 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Let's go now. Warrior, Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Sanders to throw. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready.
At the 5-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt. Rig alert. Rig alert. Go.
On third and goal, Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tillman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let go.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Now 2nd and 3.
Tag. Ready.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's good.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Set up, go.
Back to throw. Sanders. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. 18 Rattler. 18 Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, 70s.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Checks this down to Sampson.
Sanders pass.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
39-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcats, 60 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Pioneer. Ready?
To throw again, here is Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And this offense on third down today, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, Sanders. That'll be complete to Sampson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
70 Lions. Warriors 70.
To throw is Sanders. They'll get this into the hands of Sampson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Sanders going to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's into the secondary. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the one. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Judkins looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Smash. Back. Cowboy 80.
They'll try again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the one. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! Dylan Sampson taking it in. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and 9 here. Here's Hurts to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
52, smash, red. Claws red. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit?
Ready,
maybe
set.
he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Set, hut. 33, yellow. Hut.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen.
He dropped the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Count Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Let go.
He's back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
60 Bison. Ready?
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On the double.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Hut.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
Number 10, Winshawn Jenkins, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.